Okay, I just want to like talk to like all my single moms because it's just getting to the point where I'm just so fucking hurt, and I just realized like us women, I feel like sometimes we are really dumb as fuck. Like, we're dumb. And it be to the point where sometimes we be letting niggas slide on like little bullshit and shit like that. But it's just eating me up because it's like, my son don't got no fucking daddy. My son don't really got nobody stepping for him beside his fucking mom, you know what I'm saying? And see me, like, it hurts so bad because I grew up with my father, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though we moved out of state away from my father, like, I would still go see my dad during the summer and then come back for the winter, for school season and shit like that with my mom.
A child seeing their father only on holidays or summer vacations still isn't enough to consider them being involved in that child's life. As a society, we tend to not value the role that an active father plays in a child's development and overall life. For there to be a noticeable impact, the father needs to be around more. A lot of mothers move far away, and even across states with their child after a divorce, and doing so is a mistake because that puts a massive strain on the father-child dynamic.
And I have a good relationship with my dad. Like, I talk to my dad every day on the phone and shit. So it just hurt because it hurt for me to know that, like, my son is not gonna have that, you know what I'm saying? And it's all over petty bullshit, petty ass shit, which I don't even know what it's really about. Maybe because niggas too busy with dick in their ass, gay as fuck.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I just want to work on myself. I want to work on my healing. I done been through so much stuff. Like, you can look at me and see, like, she don't look like she been through shit. No, I've been through a lot of shit, actually.
She mentioned going through a lot for the sake of this video, and due to the lack of context, I can only assume she means going through a lot of hardship with men in general, or the father of the child in particular. But if her dad was around, he would have been able to build up his daughter's self-esteem to the point that she wouldn't be entertaining bums and ruining her life by having a child by one.
I don't know. I really don't know my words I'm really trying to express, but it's just hurting me because not knowing that my son is not gonna have a fucking father hurts me because, like I said again, I had my father in my life, you know? So it's totally different. You know, you want your kids to have a good relationship with their parents. You know, you want the best for your kids. So it's just eating me up because I know it's gonna be certain things that I can't really help my son with, that a man should, you know, help him with. And he's not gonna have that father figure. Like, okay, yeah, you know, I can always find a new man, help me take care of my son and be that good father figure and teach my son shit and good role model, good example for my son. But I don't know, like, you know, that should take time, and you gotta find the right man. You know, it's not just something you can snap your fingers and do. You feel me? Like, I could count on my fingers how many times I've had a break from my son. My son is 5 months old. I've had a break from my child 2 times out of his whole 5 months of living. And y'all know postpartum is a motherfucker. So sometimes I can't take all that crying. Sometimes I just be wanting to go out, have a good time. Can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just be a lot. Like, and you know, you can't just trust everybody with your baby. So it'd be hard, like, finding somebody to watch him or something like that.
This is why they say it takes a village to raise a child, because it's hard enough for two people. But being a single mom, especially in this economy, you're asking to live life on veteran difficulty at that point. But really, in any economy, that situation is less than ideal, because you're doing it all on your own. And all that stress will eventually take a toll on your mental health, and it very well could impact the way you're able to cater to your child.
I've never had anybody watch my baby beside, like, my best friend and her sister or his father. So it just be like, I don't know, but I really just come on here to, like, express how I feel, for real. It's just crazy, but I know I'm gonna be okay because I'm a strong woman. God don't give you anything that you can't handle, you know? So it's all gonna be okay.
Let's not blame this dumpster fire on God. God didn't put you in this situation. Being a bad bee and hunching did. Like, I seriously wonder what kinds of red flags were ignored for her to end up in this situation. I'm not super religious, but I think there's a few gems to be found in the Bible. Cases like this are another reason why we need to bring back marrying before you carry. Although boomers and older generations had their own issues, we could learn a lot from them. They didn't deal with these kinds of cases en masse the way we're seeing them today. Of course they got freaky, but they were more intentional about the whole thing, and they'd get freaky within the confines of a committed relationship. I mean, just think about it. If she was in a marriage, the chances of this happening would be minimal. And on top of that, if her father was there, he would have been able to play a key role in the vetting process, and he wouldn't fall for the BS that she was falling for. And let's be real, a lot of the times women aren't exactly being tricked in these situations. They just think that they'll be able to somehow turn an irresponsible man into a responsible one by sleeping with them. For the millionth time, it's sad, really.
To all my single moms out there, keep y'all head up. Stay strong for y'all babies. You know? Don't let these men think they getting away with anything. Go put a nigga on child support. Go do what you do. Go be the baddest bitch, the best mother you can be. You feel me? But thank y'all for listening to me. If y'all got any advice or anything to say, feel free to put it in the comments down below. They're open.
Ma'am, on the off chance that you come across this video, here's some advice. Firstly, no more tattoos, no more piercings, and for heaven's sake, do not have another child, because you're right, your son needs good male role models there to help structure his life in a way that he can one day become a good man. Luckily for you, you still have at least some type of connection to your dad. Maybe you could ask him to play a bigger role in his grandchild's life. And before you start dating again, make sure you get copious amounts of therapy. You need to get to the root of all the trauma you said you have, and you need to figure out why you're attracted to men that end up abandoning their children. Because let's be real, these kinds of things don't just happen in a vacuum. After you do all of that, I think it's safe for you to re-enter the dating market. Remember, no more BS tattoos and piercings. If anything, those things are just a hindrance to your natural beauty, and our F-boy magnets, they ensure that no one takes you seriously, so get rid of them.